Wave breaking news alert.
Thanks for joining us here on Wave News at 3. I'm Myra Ansari. Breaking this hour, just moments ago, the prosecution has rested in the ongoing trial in the disappearance of Bardstown mother Crystal Rogers. It comes after days of jaw-dropping evidence with still more questions unanswered. Our court reporter Alina Noakes is live in Bowling Green where the trial is underway. And Alina, what's the very latest there?
Hey, Myra, yeah, the prosecution has rested their case in the case against Brooks Houck and Joseph Lawson. This, of course, concerning the disappearance and presumed murder of Crystal Rogers, who was last seen alive on July 3rd of 2015. Now, this is not what we were expecting. This case was supposed to go on for 10 days. Definitely the prosecution resting their case. It's a bit earlier than we anticipated, as it's only Tuesday, and this case is supposed to go into next Tuesday. I can tell you that right now they are back in the courtroom. The jury has been dismissed for today, and the defense has a motion that they have produced, given to the judge, rather, that the judge is going to consider. Now, we do anticipate that it's likely a motion to dismiss, which is kind of typical for them to file, basically arguing that the case does not have enough evidence presented by the prosecution for either of the defendants to be found guilty, so they'll ask the judge to acquit. We'll have to see if that's actually the motion that they're taking up. But I want to take you back to the courtroom just this today, kind of what we've heard today. One of the last moments really against Joseph Lawson in this case is his own grandmother, Barbara Coulter. If you remember, she testified in the Steve Lawson trial. She is Steve Lawson's mom, and she testified against him in that one, in that after his arrest in this case, he had a jail call with her, and in that jail call basically explained his involvement in the Crystal Rogers case, and she got up on the stand and testified, and it was pretty emotional that day for her and for Crystal Rogers' family. But in this case, she testified that in 2022, in the summer, she had Joey Lawson come by her house. He rode up on a motorcycle saying he was too high to be riding a motorcycle, and that's kind of the characterization of him throughout this conversation. But he tells her point blank, Grandma, there's something I need to tell you. Stevie killed Crystal. That's a pretty jaw-dropping statement that she made today, and really one of the first family members we've heard that has brought Joseph Lawson and Stephen Lawson into this trial with a statement directly against them. So that was a pretty jaw-dropping moment in court for us today, and the judge also specifying that that statement could only be used against Joseph Lawson and not Brooks Houck in this case. Again, we've heard from more than 30 witnesses, and it's a largely circumstantial case. We told you that from the get-go. That's what the prosecution has said. Not as much physical evidence. The first real physical evidence we did have was yesterday with the presence of Anna Whiteside's car and the hair similar to Crystal Rogers found in the trunk of that car. Anna Whiteside's being the grandmother of Brooks Houck. She sold that car shortly after Crystal Rogers disappeared. That's really the only physical evidence we've been presented in this case. Other than that, a lot of inconsistencies in timelines, but also inconsistencies in witness statements. So we're going to break that all down coming up tonight at 5 and 6. Myra.
All right, thank you so much, Alina. And we have much more extensive coverage on what is said in court in our live blog on wave3.com, and we'll also continue to bring you updates as they come into our newsroom throughout the day. For